Am I streaming live or what? So, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Rahu Ketu Transit Party Part 2. Yes, you guys were complaining that, oh my god, why did you delete that video? Because the reason why I deleted that video because I didn't give you enough information. I think I made that video for like 10 minutes or something, and I was just happy. I'm like, oh my god, Rahu came in Cancer, Ketu's in Capricorn, Jupiter's finally in Libra, and I was just excited. I even got my anniversary gift. My wife like surprised me. She's like, look, you've been doing good, you've been working hard, so here's your gift. And it was a lifetime gift. I'll talk about this gift that my wife gave me in Sedona. I'm gonna wait for it. Wait for this particular gift to talk about this gift. It means a lot to me. I love my wife. What can I say? She just knows me so well. She's very good. I love her. She just, wow, she's just so perfect. Like, she just knows what like he wants, what my husband wants, what my husband needs. It's so then I gave her a return gift. I'm like, all right, you can redecorate the house that you were talking about for the past 6 months, redoing the paintings and buying new couches or putting new fixing my mom's coming for like 3 months to live with us. She misses the girl so much. She's like finally coming for a long while. So I'm like, all right, that's my return gift to you. So, what were we talking about here? We were talking about Rahu, Ketu, Jupiter party, right? So they came in. I mean, it's amazing. This has been a very, very good transit. See, here's the thing. All the flooding that happened in US, all these hurricanes that have, came in India and in US, like in Texas, Florida, and now we have a third one forming, known as Jose. So Jose is on its way, and this is happening at Gandanta point from fire to water of Rahu. Rahu is like the most active, the most known part of the nodes. Rahu is what's pushing forward. Ketu is what's pushing back. So here Rahu coming from Leo to Cancer, and if you guys want to go back I think a month or two, Joni Petrie actually predicted we're gonna have hurricanes, we're gonna have crazy storms. So she did that. She's very good at mundane. See, I don't cover these mundane astrological analysis because I'm not an expert. I'm sorry. I'm not going to start spewing out things out of my butthole because of the fact I know one part of astrology. Astrology is like medical field. You're not going to have a tongue doctor talk about the knee, and you're not going to have a ear doctor talk about the throat. You have to go to the specialist. And Joni Petrie, K.N. Rao, whomever does mundane astrology, they're the experts. They know how to study certain things, and it was never my interest. But the Gandhanta position is what really just, because remember, what is Gandhanta? It is fire and water coming together. So what happens in the middle of fire and water? It steams. And what is that steam that gets up? It's that tornado, which turns into this massive hurricane. Okay, so that's why Gandhanta position was very, very heavy this time. And it was actually the Gandhanta, I don't know when the last time it happened, a Gandhanta position of Rahu in Leo on the eclipse. Like, imagine Rahu Ketu getting the eclipse on either Cancer or a Leo. The two planets that actually ratted out. They were the rats, who ratted out on Rahu. You don't do that, man. You're going to get a shank from Rahu. So it was such a powerful thing on a mundane level. On a personal level, I don't think, except the retrograde, most people will not have felt it unless, of course, Rahu Ketu, like I was telling you, was in your ascendant, first and seventh axis. That's where you would feel that. Okay, so now finally Rahu is in Cancer. And now we want to emotionally connect with everything. We want to emotionally feel things. Feel the love, feel emotion, feel the mother. Imagine mother and the fourth house on steroids. Like we're injecting our mother with steroids, we're injecting our fourth house with steroids. And we're like, okay, for the next 18 months, you're going to be like working like a horse. So what happens is now, because Rahu loves drinking the elixir, right? Rahu wants the nectar. And moon is the most peaceful nectar for Rahu to have. Why? And I explained this in the last video, but again, I deleted it because it wasn't enough information. It was just like, whatever, BS video I made. You know, I was too excited. But when Rahu's in Scorpio, Rahu's kind of considered debilitated. Rahu's dealing with too many it drinks the nectar of psychological baggage. Like, it psychologically wants to just know what the hell is going on. You know, it imbalances Rahu's figure in Scorpio. Rahu's like feeling trapped in the black hole of Scorpio. Then in Pisces, Rahu is in the deep water. Like Rahu's just lost. Who is that? Arya Bhagga, or I forgot the name of the deity that in the Pisces, the sea monster. Rahu's like dealing with that. Rahu's like, man, I'm the one who builds castles and high towers and Wi-Fi and internet, and you know, I bring you the nice champagne and wine. What do I do here in this dark, dense water? So in Cancer, Rahu loves drinking that nectar. Why? I mean, what can you guys say about this? Why is it that Rahu loves drinking the nectar, the water sign nectar of Cancer versus the other two signs? And the reason is Cancer is where we hoard our assets. You don't hoard your assets in the 8th house. You don't hoard your assets in the 12th house. 12th house is actually losses. You lose your assets. In 8th house, you don't know what's happening with the assets. Are they coming back? Are they not coming back? Are they being lost? In Cancer is where you have vehicles. 4th house. Because Cancer is the 4th zodiac sign of the zodiac belt. In Cancer, you have your real estate. Cancer, you have your jewelry. All your stored stuff like clothing, you know, whatever, your furniture, your watches, everything is in the 4th house. And Rahu's like, oh my God, this is perfect. I am emotionally attaching to all the material things in my life. I love Cancer. Fine, you read it out of me, whatever. You know, in return, I'm just going to take all of this and we're even. So when Rahu comes in Cancer, especially beyond the Gandhanta degree, you know, in Gandhanta degree, still chaos can occur, the 1st degree. But once Rahu settles in the sign of Cancer, we just want to emotionally, it's like our emotions are on steroids. Our love is on steroids. Our, you know, emotional needs, our security. We want security. We want to feel secure, cozy. That becomes very strong. And at the same time, Rahu goes into the nakshatra of Ashlesha. Rahu loves Ashlesha. If there's one nakshatra Rahu loves, is Ashlesha. Why? Because it's like, how can I explain this? You know, it's just imagine an iron, okay, and a magnet coming together. They're made for each other. Like a magnet is a magnet. It's just a piece of metal. But you can't really see the effects of magnet unless it's put on steel or iron or something. And this is why Ashlesha, which is known as the nakshatra of Naghas. Naghas, do not look at Naghas negatively. These are the beings that are living below the plane of this earth. Below this Bhumandala, there are beings that are living, meditating, They are such highly spiritual beings. This is why the hollow earth theory is actually not a theory in a way. It is like, imagine there's a floor and then you swirl down miles and miles and miles and miles. I would probably say like 108 miles down. There's this another world where these naga, these beings who are half snakes, half humans, are meditating. They're doing their spiritual sadhana. And Ashlesha represents that. This is why Ashlesha is a nakshatra that gives poison and takes poison out. And Rahu now, the snake, the serpent's head, gets to be in its own self. Because Rahu is manipulative, right? Rahu is a slick businessman. Rahu is a pickpocketer. Rahu is also a magician. Rahu is also a scientist. Rahu is also a filmmaker. Rahu is a photographer. Rahu is Wi-Fi technology. Rahu is information technology. The good, the bad, the ugly. Everything. Each planet has the good, the bad, the ugly. Like everybody thinks Jupiter is prosperity. But you don't understand. Jupiter is a very, very selfish planet. It wants everything for itself first before it gives it to something else. So now, when Rahu feels this energy that I'm home, not only am I having all the things that I wanted, I am with my people. I am in the energy. I'm in like that. I have that Wi-Fi connection, that chat box with my own people, the Nagas. This is why Rahu loves being here. It causes havoc for the outer world, okay? But for the individual, especially in certain houses like Kendra, Trikon, Rahu can do very well. 6th house, 3rd, 6th, 11th house, especially 11th and 6th house, Rahu does excellent. Because the reason why Rahu does well in the 3rd house, but it's not really, it doesn't really enjoy it. Why? Because Rahu has to put effort. Rahu's like Venus. Rahu doesn't want to put effort. And now what's happening? Rahu is a chameleon planet. It turns into whatever. Like if Rahu sat on this thing, okay, my eyeglass case, it will become this eyeglass case. And we won't know where's Rahu. So now Rahu, being in the sign of Cancer, is becoming Moon. Do you think Moon wants to work hard? Or Venus wants to work hard? No. Moon is a queen. Queen just wants to chill with her queen friends and do all the queen stuff that the queen does. Princess wants to be in front of the mirror or buying some new clothes or, you know, the going to some VIP concerts. That's Moon and Venus. So Rahu enjoys it. Rahu doesn't want to work hard. So in the 3rd house, it has to put a lot of effort in. In 6th house, Rahu defeats everything that it come across. Like malefic planets, especially Rahu, Saturn, Mars, they destroy enemies. Rahu destroys enemies through cunning nature. Like instead of just going and facing the enemy, it'll go around in the back, do some damage, and then come around, do something like just a military strategist, like a clever strategist. In the 11th house of desires. Amazing. Amazing. So for Virgo ascendant people, Virgo moon people, I mean, this is the period where you can fulfill your desires. Okay. So that's Rahu in the entrance of nakshatra of Ashlesha. We will cover the Pushya when it enters Pushya. Okay. It's actually, Pushya is one of the most prosperous nakshatras in the zodiac, in the constellation zodiac. I mean, Pushya just fulfills all your desires, whatever you want. Especially like if you have moon in nakshatra, ascendant in this nakshatra, Atmakarka in this nakshatra, 33 onwards, it starts fulfilling your desires. Dude, what's up with my dogs? Is it like the UPS is here? He usually comes like early on. Oh my god. I wish I can't even. Okay, never mind. So that's Rahu in Ashlesha. Now Jupiter, the Grand Master, the Guru, has praveshed in Libra. And remember what I was saying last time, that Jupiter becomes very selfish. You know, and especially in Virgo, Jupiter is selfish and critical. Jupiter gets into arguments about knowledge. This knowledge is better, this knowledge is not better. You're a horrible student, you're a great student. It starts discriminating things. It starts putting things apart. And Jupiter knows its natural nature is that nothing can be put apart. Everything is part of the Tao. Everything is part of this energy. The Qing, the Tao Di Qing. So in Virgo, it had to deal with those energy. Now Jupiter comes into Libra, the sign of Libra. Another, it's like a guru is going into a house of a guru. Why? Because Venus is a guru. Venus is Shukracharya. Venus is a guru that just gives knowledge out for free. So imagine a Harvard professor, okay? Harvard professor is going into the house of a Princeton professor. Instead of a Harvard professor going and working in the field at some nonprofit organization or working in an office, for it'll feel like it is coming down from its prestige of Harvard to some small company. That's why it just feels pissed and it just wants to criticize everything it comes against. In Libra, it's like, all right, I can make a transition from Harvard to Princeton. So in Libra, Jupiter feels a whole lot of comfortable. It feels like it needs to now share knowledge. It's like, oh, finally, I don't need to criticize knowledge or review knowledge. I just want to share. I just want to go from here to there, and I want to discuss with you my knowledge. I want to hear your knowledge. I want to hear what you have to say. I want to hear what you have to say. So it's like this sharing of knowledge happens. Is Jupiter really happy? No, it's not the happiest, but it does very well in Libra. Jupiter uses its intelligence. Jupiter is intelligence. The intelligence that you use is Jupiter. So now Jupiter, who is also a lawyer, coming into the courthouse. You see how Jupiter first was arguing. He was arguing and just fighting and bickering, hearing the case. Now Jupiter gets to go into the courtroom and just be the judge and decide things. He's like, all right, enough of this nonsense. Here's the conclusion. Do that. And Jupiter naturally represents children, prosperity, okay, wealth. It represents classical knowledge, classical literature. You can also, Jupiter represents food, food, clothing, even real estate, like that Amitabh Bachchan movie, Roti, Kapda aur Makan. That's kind of Jupiter. So here Jupiter is now in a merchant's mode. Because remember, when Simon came, remember he was talking about the dharma types? So that's directly opposite from the dharma. Brahman is the merchant. Jupiter is now a merchant. Before, Jupiter was a lawyer for the past for the past 1 year. It had to fight for its knowledge. It said, "This is my true knowledge. I'm going to defend it. I'm going to fight for this knowledge, and your knowledge sucks." Now Jupiter is like, "All right, I'm going to use my intelligence to make a deal, to do business, to interact with people." Talk to people, just go out and just interact and socialize. So Jupiter does very well. Now Jupiter is in the nakshatra of Chitra, and Chitra is a nakshatra related to architecture, designing, jewelry making, nakshatra of pictures. Chitra, remember in India, I don't know if they still have that particular show known as Chitrahar, meaning the garland of photographs. That's Chitra Nakshatra. And so Chitra is all about photographs, pictures, movies. So now Jupiter, which also represents our desire, because it's the Karka of the 11th house. Remember, Jupiter is the Karka of 2nd, 5th, 9th, and 11th house. Our desires are now going to be dealt with. Our desire is going to be much more in the picture. You know what do they call that? Oh boy, I forgot. A vision board. Our vision board is going to start to come alive. How do I want my life to be? And Jupiter also in Chitra becomes very technical with its knowledge. Chitra is also accountancy, becoming an accountant. Chitragupt, okay, the celestial accountant. Jupiter, the intelligence, the financier. Jupiter is a karaka of finance, second house. Here we start taking care of our finances. All right, how much money is coming in? How much money is going out? How much money do I need to take out for the taxes? How much money do I need to take out for my retirement 401k plan? You know, so I mean, my wife is the Chitragupta of the house. She takes care of, you know, where the money goes, where this gets deposited, how much goes into the retirement plan and all that. So she's the Chitragupta. But what happens is we focus towards balancing our unbalanced accounts. And also in right now, because Jupiter is a very big planet, one of the biggest planets, you know, besides the sun, people are become very technical. People love constructing things. Maybe people want to play puzzles, buy all sorts of things that are, you know, you assemble things and you design things. Chitra also is a model. People will buy model toys. People will, like most people who are young, if Jupiter is in the ascendant, will probably be interested in modeling and working out and shaping their body, sculpting their body. So Jupiter is very, very good in terms of business. I mean, to start a business, although the star, I think it's Pisa in Virgo side of Chitra, is the brightest of the constellation. So that's where Jupiter really shines, or any planet shines there very, very well in Virgo. So it's like starting a business in that particular point would have been good for most people, but still it's in Chitra. It's like, hey, remember, Chitra is about a shining jewel also. Its mythology is about that shining jewel. So you want the jewel to shine. So work that is done in while Jupiter is in Chitra, it shines. It glows. It sparkles. So that's why, you know, these two planets are doing very well in there. And then you have Ketu in Dhanishta. Ketu is in Capricorn. Our past life karma must take action now. For everybody, past life karma must take action. Why? Because 10th house, or the sign of Capricorn, is the original 10th house. It is karma. Ketu, which represents our past life baggage that comes out little by little, is going to start bringing out these things for everyone. Ketu is going to make you work, because Capricorn is about work. It's about leadership. You'll take a leadership role in your life. Wherever Ketu is transiting, you're going to take a leadership role in that particular area of your life to fulfill some past life deeds, desires, and action. Now, remember, some people will say Ketu is not good in Capricorn, but you got to understand the basic symbolism of Ketu. What is Ketu? Ketu is flag. Okay? Ketu is a flag. Dhabaj. What is Capricorn? It's a war field. Capricorn and Virgo is where the wars happen. Capricorn represents victory of the war. So what is now Ketu going to do? Ketu is going to put its flag, say, this is my victory. I am the leader. I don't need to hear any nonsense on this matter. I am it. That's it. This is now my law. This is my rule. I don't even want to negotiate or talk because I don't like talking. I'm Ketu. I don't like talking. I don't like discussing. I just captured it. Get out of here. That's Ketu. So in Capricorn, Ketu is going to have a very strong stance towards its professional beliefs, towards its karma. Like we will, wherever Ketu is from the moon, from the ascendant, You're gonna just take a strong stance and be the leader in that particular area. It's like it's gonna come naturally to you. Why? Because remember, Ketu is past. It's the past expertise that comes alive with each transit of Ketu. Each degree of Ketu, something new comes up in our life, throughout life. So in Capricorn, it's going to take a stance and wait till it gets to from Dhanishta to Uttara Ashada. I mean, it's really going to make you feel powerful towards your goals. Because remember, Capricorn is goals. I have goals. And then the 11th house, the sign of Aquarius, is the fulfillment of goals. That's the difference. 10th house is goals. And will my goals be fulfilled? That's the 11th house. That's Aquarius. That's where Ketu was. Now it's like going back. You realized your accomplished desires. Now you have to work at those desires and make them happen. So it's a very strong placement for Ketu to be in. And although Ketu doesn't really care for playing some musical instrument, being a DJ, so many people will not find any interest in going to concerts, learning music, especially in that degree of that nakshatra. Most people won't care because remember, Ketu, where it sits, it's not going to care for those things. The only person that is going to care is the Ketu energy in your life, meaning maternal lineage. Somebody from maternal lineage will start practicing music or will have some interest towards, learning tabla or drums or something. But this is why it's a it's like we went from chaos, utmost chaos, especially in the Gandanta position, to this absolute magnificent, beautiful painting that is now being painted by Rahu and Ketu. So that is now I think I've given you a detailed analysis to why you should party. Why you should party. Have a good time. Let go of all the guilt and grudges because it's time to learn, time to progress, time to, just be on steroids of emotions. Remember, Cancer is about I want to love it. But remember, Cancer is one of the most selfish signs. You got to remember that too. You're going to love your family more than somebody else's family. Cancer is a mother. A mother will feed her own child first before feeding the other child. And this is something I believe A.V. Sundaramji said in one of his lectures. It's a very selfish sign. So Ketu, or Rahu, which is a very selfish planet, it's about me, 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 me. So all the people will be really giving their emotions widely, but to a limited crowd, to a limited space. So if this is the sign of Cancer, that's where your emotions will be all over the place. Now, of course, when people are in government, people who are doing humanitarian work, for them, what becomes the home? That small space. Well, that's the entire earth then. So for select few people, yes, Rahu will give that absolute emotions and wanting to care for, certain type of people in life. But otherwise, it's going to be very selfish about it's who it wants to give love to. So anyway, that was my analysis of this Rahu Ketu. I'm just exhausted. I'm tired. I wake up. Let me see. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then I'll be up probably till 11 today. 13, 14, literally 16 hours. I work 16 hours. It's I don't know if it shows on my face. Just to read your comments, I have to wear my glasses. It's like I don't know how I'm doing my work, how I'm doing things, but it's like obsession. That's the thing. If I was a regular job, I'd be fired. I wouldn't want to work more than 4 hours at a job. But when you're obsessed about things, man, it's like you go. Mind says yes, you can go 24/7, but the body says nope. You can only go for 12 max. That's what I deal with every day. So that's my life. So anyway, what's happening with you guys? Oh wow, that's, I guess they have a new feature now on this live thing. Because a lot of the, why am I getting to approve comments now? I have like literally 50 comments it wants me to approve to show, and these are like normal comments. I don't know if anybody else does live, but I don't get this. That's right, do it big. That's what she said. That's what she always says. How will be Rahu Dasha? Well, I'm not sure. I don't know what Rahu rules in your chart. What about your wife's gift? Yes, I will discuss my wife's gift. It's such a special gift. Let me tell you something. It's a lifelong gift. It's a lifelong gift that will last not only me, but probably my daughter or sons if you have more kids, but it'll pass on. It is such a beautiful gift given by her that, I mean, it's like, now I feel like a dad. Now I feel like a old mature person, like not old, but like wiser. Like, wow, okay, there's a new accomplishment in my life because I got this gift. So you guys will know, because I'm gonna make this video in Sedona with Sandeep. Sandeep has a beautiful story to tell me. Actually, about, you know, the watch video that I made. He was, when he saw that video, he was just like, man, he was just like full of emotions. I mean, he then told me a story about why he loves this one watch. And I'm like, man, I don't want to bring you on Zoom to talk about it. I think we're going to be in Sedona. You know, I want to be like in a nice, serene environment. And that's where I want to talk to you. You know, maybe over a glass of champagne or something. So I'm going to hold that and my gift for that particular video. But it's just so amazing. Like, it just happened, you know. And I believe Rahu, Venus were conjunct just 2-3 days ago when I got the gift. So there you go. What about Rahu in first house? Do you mean the transit of Rahu in the first house? Or you have Rahu in the first house? See, first house represents fame. First house represents you. Everybody noticing you, looking at you. It represents your health, your vitality, your energy, destiny. So what did I say about Rahu? Being on steroids, right? In Cancer. So if, let's say, it's in the ascendant, then it's going to blow up that ascendant. It's going to blow up that fame like wildfire. You know, and obviously it's going to give many, desires. Rahu is all emotionally caught up in desires. Oh, I want to achieve this. Oh, I want this. Oh, I need to have this. Oh, I gotta have that. So Rahu is going to churn this ocean of desires and fame and recognition. So I don't know if that's what you meant. Shodhash. Wait, what? Can you tell us about the planets in Rahu, Ketu, nakshatra? Well, I mean, they're like any other nakshatras. I mean, it's like being in Saturn nakshatra. They have their own innate quality and nature. And then wherever Rahu, Ketu are placed, it'll show that explosion or implosion of the energy through the nakshatra. Do you think a global recession will happen? Well, the thing is, recessions happen every 11 years. So one is bound to happen. I think it's 2008 was the last recession, right? The real estate recession. Next one supposed to be probably by 2018 or 19. It's going to happen. Like, and do you know recessions, the markets, every 11 years they say the markets fall. Why? Because the sunspot appears. And if you know, every 11 years, these black spots appear on the sun. So whenever that happens, there was a correlation done. I don't know who the astrologer was, or if it was just in some analyst I was reading somewhere, where through sunspots, every time the sunspot came, big financial markets around the globe just kind of suffered. It is the date just. Yes, it is date just 41. Absolutely correct. So, hey, looks like you know your stuff. That's how you recognized it. So anyway, guys, it's 35th minute now online, and I think I have like 3 readings to do, and at the same time I have to start working on this article that I was going to do on Ashtak Varga. More stuff on Ashtak Varga I wanted to explain. Actually, I haven't made an official video, right, on Ashtak Varga. Maybe, I guess it's time now. You know, the only reason, see, you guys want to know about Ashtak Varga, the only reason I have not made videos on Ashtak Varga, because every single person who has not learned astrology properly will run in panic. Will suddenly feel like depressed. That's why to this date I have not made video on Ashtak Varga. Like, learning about Ashtak Varga requires a lot of background knowledge, because with the background knowledge you realize that, okay, Ashtak Varga is not end all and be all of everything, but it is having a strong stance. Like, when the first time I learned about my own charts, Ashtak Varga, I'm like, oh my god, what did I do wrong in my past life to get that? But then it was my immature thinking early in life to judge my Ashtak Varga score without anything, without nothing. So that's where, you know, it just gets too complicated, because you have to understand it's not just birth Ashtak Varga, it is divisional charts Ashtak Varga. And then there's Kas Ashtak Varga, Sarv Ashtak Varga, Bin Ashtak Varga. And especially certain planets actually tend to do well with lower scores. That's right. Some planet in a certain house with lower scores do excellent. So it's going to be a long drawn video, but I have to get myself mentally prepared as to how I want to present it. You know, because the last thing I like doing is putting out negative information and havoc and panic in people's lives. Okay. So anyway, guys, if you're watching me live for the first time, subscribe below. Otherwise, I'll kick your ass. And also check out my website, astrologycares.com, for my books, reports, consultations, my new Navamsha readings, or Navamsha Nakshatra readings, actually. So yeah, they're up there. But yeah, man, I'm just, I think I need a glass of scotch today for sure. I've been a very good person, man. I've been doing nothing but vegetables and potatoes, salads, vegetables, and I feel good. Actually, I've lost weight for sure. I know that now. Now I see it. Remember before, last month, you know how it was? Like this. This was Kapil Raj trying to make a live video. Hey guys, subscribe to my channels. Subscribe to my channel and go to my website. So you see what happened in a month or two. I went like... So now it's like I feel good. So that's why I stick to my very strict diet. Even if I went today to MGM in DC, and I went to a nice It wasn't a steakhouse. It was like Taps in MGM, and all I had was mashed potatoes, broccolini. It's a sister of broccoli, and I had Caesar salad and sweet potato fries, which I only ate very little. So, and I was filled, man. I was filled. I'm like good. So anyway, see you guys. Bye bye.